The Impreza RS gets a bigger engine, and let's find out if it's worth it. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Subaru's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this RS. If you have any questions, just ask for Samara. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 2.5 liter flat four cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 26 around town, 33 on the highway, with power outputs being 180 horsepower and then 178 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now, most of the RSs are usually finished in bright colors, but this one's a little bit more stealthy. Very angular design with the headlights. You got fog lights down below, and then kind of a darker coloration on the grille. But yeah, seriously, when this is not finished in a crazy color, it really flies under the radar. Tire and wheel setup is 225 by 40 by 18. You've got metallic gray on the wheels. RS badge there on the side, blacked out mirror caps too. And then all Imprezas, including the RS, are hatchbacks. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function. You got the unlock for the hatch as well. Now popping into the back, hydraulic. Cargo cover built in from the factory. You got these little tabs to throw down the seats if you want more storage. And they kind of have this little ramp there to help make it more flat. But yeah, this is a compact, but still pretty practical in the back. I like how the taillights kind of loop around. That's pretty cool looking. Other than the wheels and the RS badge, pretty stealthy in the exterior, like I said. This week's giveaway is perfect for classic muscle car lovers because we have a Cuda and a Roadrunner. The Cuda produces 290 horsepower and has an automatic. The Roadrunner produces 390 horsepower and has a manual. Both of them are obviously powered by V8s. Now this particular giveaway is going to be ending fairly soon on November 2nd. So if you want to get in now and get some extra bonus entries, just use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's now pop inside. Soft touch there on the armrest. You got red stitching that goes across. Look at the cloth seats. You got more of that red accenting on the seats themselves. Pretty good legroom back here. You can see there's even knee space. Got some USB ports in the back, and I do think these seats are pretty darn comfortable. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You got cloth trim up top. You've got more of the soft touch with the red stitching down below. Automatic for the front window controls. And look at these seats. Again, more cloth. They are manual with the adjustments. Nice metallic finish on the pedals with this. And let's start it up. So with the steering wheel, you've got kind of like a rugged feeling soft touch stitching there on the center in red. Paddle shifters on the back. This has adaptive cruise control with lane centering. Got your little drive modes there on the steering wheel that you can shift between. And then you got your volume and voice command controls on the other side too. Mostly analog gauges. You do have that screen in the center which you can use to scroll through a few different items depending on what information you want to see. Backup camera has decent resolution. And then you can see with the analog controls here for the radio, you also have some buttons for the climate, and then at the bottom you've got more climate in the screen. Most of the climate is controlled in the screen. But the good thing is the screen's pretty quick to respond. Everything is very nicely labeled as well. Got some USB ports, phone charging pad too, just in front of the shifter right here. Heated seats. This also has a little parking brake, some cup holders, 12-volt center console, got some cable threads. Nice soft touch on top of it, and there's more cool trim above the glove box. $31,193 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it performs. Set off in the RS. The Rally Sport, I think, is what that stands for. And I'll just say it. I just reviewed the Sport right before this. I have no clue why you'd buy a Sport at this point. So Subaru got rid of the base model. Now there's a Sport in the RS. And the Sport and the RS are so close in price that you might as well, like, this is Subaru's big upsell, I guess. You might as well just buy the RS because it's like just for just that much more money, you get the 2.5. And, you know, for 26, they did, from my understanding, they added like a particulate filter, something with emissions was added, and so that's why you lose 2 horsepower because it used to be 182, now it's 180. But no big deal. I mean, 2 horsepower is not a lot, but it's also, I mean, that also feels kind of sad. It's like, man, you know, usually as cars go through the model years, they increase in power, they get more aggressive, and it's like, nope, not in today's world. In today's world, they get choked out by emissions equipment more and more, it seems like. Let's actually get up and move here in the RS. And I am driving this back to back with the Sport, by the way, so I can tell you right off the bat, you do feel the extra torque that the 2.5 provides. It instantly feels like it's got that much more punch. So that's an improvement right out of the gate. And sorry, I'm just putting the vent down so it doesn't blow on the GoPro too much. Seats are pretty comfortable. It's interesting they don't offer like a more, I guess it'd be hard price point wise to offer a more luxe package in the Impreza, like a limited or something, because then you get into the point where it's like, oh, you might as well buy a Legacy, but they're getting rid of the Legacy, so I don't know. But then also the Crosstrek is basically just a lifted Impreza, and that you can get like more loaded up packages, so it's like, if you want the more luxury, just get the Crosstrek. The Impreza is kind of like affordable hatchback, and I appreciate that. Well, less affordable now there's not a base model, but still. Yeah, it feels like it's pretty good compared to the 2.0. Like, it's no WRX, that's for sure, but it's got power. It's got some horsepower. And it's smooth delivery. It's the biggest benefit of a flat 6 is smooth delivery. The suspension's comfortable. Yeah, going over the bumps and everything, it's nice. I like it. So, I guess to conclude things here with the RS, before I would have said, hey, base model or RS. It's like you either get the affordable one or you get the fully loaded one, because that's just kind of where the pricing leads you. Now, it's like you're pretty much, if you're going to get an Impreza, you're pretty much pushed to get the RS, because there's no base model, and the Sport's so close in price to the RS, it's like you might as well get the better. Like this powertrain gets like the same fuel economy as the 2.0, but it's got more power. It just feels better. And the RS looks cooler. It's probably gonna have better resale because it's an RS, right? Versus the Sport. Especially considering they're about the same price. So, I see what you did there, Subaru. Yeah, this handles pretty well too. But yeah, I see what Subaru did there. They basically are just pushing people to get the fully loaded Impreza so they can make more money. It's all about those dollars nowadays, it seems like. But that's the RS.